Hello Gemini, welcome back to Three Trails Tarot, and thank you for joining me today for your March 2022 reading. I hope that February was a good month for you, and I hope that I can give you either some good news, good information, or just something useful tidbit to help you with March. Okay, so let's see what we've got going for you. The first thing I do is, look for overarching energy. That is going to be kind of like your guiding feeling throughout the month. And I have here, okay, I'm going to start with the Tower. The Tower is all about, and we've got this chameleon being able to change quickly, because the Tower is all about release and revelation. So letting go of things and learning things, new things, getting an epiphany, or discovering something that, or realizing something all of a sudden. So change. There's definitely a lot of change there. And the world is also about change. The world is about fulfillment and celebration. So the ending of a certain phase in your life and the start of a new phase in your life with this beautiful whale, feeling fulfilled and finally being able to celebrate as you enter into a new phase in your life. Wow, Gemini, this is just beautiful already. I can see that you have wonderful positive energy. This is wonderful positive energy that is going to be guiding you throughout the month. This is your general feeling. And so here, the next thing I'm going to do is look at what is going to be your influencing energies. So as you go through day to day, what are the things that are going to be driving a lot of your decisions and actions? What are those feelings that will drive your decisions and actions? Let's find out, what are the influencing energies. I'm going to keep wanting to come out, right? And this one too. So we have 7 of Pentacles. We have reverse. There's a 6 of Wands. Reverse 6 of Wands. Let's see what else we have for you. So influencing energies, driving forces. We have reverse 8 of Cups. Wow, that's actually a good one that to be reversed. And we have Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, the influencing energies of 7 of Pentacles is being patient. So you're going to show a lot of patience, and I believe it's because you've got all this positive energy about March, just feeling very hopeful and excited for change. But you're at the same time going to be going through it with patience, understanding that some things just take a little bit longer to get to where you want them to be. And so that's a beautiful energy, patience. And then here we have reverse 6 of Wands. Now, with the reverse 6 of Wands, what I see here is, because usually 6 of Wands is give and take, I kind of feel like people are going to be feeding off of your energy. They're going to be coming to you because you're positive and feeling very hopeful, and they want to feed off of that and feel hopeful. So there won't be a whole lot of give and take here in with relationships. It almost seems like maybe you're going to be doing more giving, and there's going to be people accepting what you give and may want to give back to you, but may not be able to give equally what you have shared with them. But this is going to be your generosity coming about. So patience, generosity. And then here we have 8 of Cups, which I interpret as, or I sense as contentment. Because normally with the 8 of Cups upright, it usually means discontent. Something's missing, and you want to excuse me, walk away from it. But in this case, you feel like you're in the right place, that you don't need to move, that that you have what you need, and there's no searching. There's no searching. So it's like a place of contentment. And here with the Ace of Pentacles, implementing new initiatives for growth. And I would say personal growth, like feeling very positive. Maybe you get more spiritual, maybe you do more meditation, maybe you go to the gym more, maybe you celebrate more and connect more with family. But this is all about two kinds of growth: personal growth and also financial growth, or perhaps it could be career, not so much money, but maybe wanting to be in a position that makes you happy, that the work that you do is fulfilling and enjoyable. That's kind of like more what I see for you, Gemini. Not so much that you're trying to, like grow your investments or anything like that. It's more of a growth of from a career standpoint, of feeling that you are doing something that's great and necessary and needed and appreciated, or just useful to others. Something greater than yourself. And I think this is already just an incredible reading, Gemini, which is nice, so nice to see. And I'm just already very excited for you. So let's see what is your daily activities? What are your daily activities? What are the experiences and activities that you're going to have? And this is not daily as in 30 days. I mean, we're going to go by week. Okay, so let's see what we have for you for each of the weeks of March. We have 3 of Cups, King of Swords, 9 of Cups, Patience, 7 of Pentacles. So that's an emphasis there. So this is really a good, this seems like a very strong energy, because you have it here as influencer and you have it here as an action. So it's very strong energy. The Emperor, 9 of Swords, the Sun, the Magician, Page of Swords, King of Wands, 3 of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Gemini, you are going, just overall, there's so much strength and so much passion that I see here, and just positivity, okay? And I'm going to tell you what I see. So, with 3 of Cups, you start the month just celebrating, reaching out to friends, reconnecting, talking to them, actually feeling interested. Not to say that you never were, but you're just like all into finding out about your friends, trying to reconnect with them, making them feel loved and supported, and letting them know you're there for them. And this is where I see that give, right? Remember I said normally this is a give and take card, but it seems like you're going to be more generous. And so this is you being generous and reaching out emotionally and compassionately to your friends. And here with the Emperor, ooh, Gemini, just feeling confident and self-empowered. The Emperor is the King of Kings. So that's a kind of leadership energy that you're going to be projecting, and feelings that you're going to have during the month of March. Because I think the reason you're going to feel like this is because you've got this positive energy for change, and you feel so hopeful about it, and it's just really giving you a lot of confidence to assert yourself and project yourself in that positive way. People see you as this beautiful person, and I don't mean just beautiful, like, oh, so kind and generous and helpful, but they're also seeing a physical beauty too, because all of that inner beauty is projecting out, and you are going to be turning heads, Gemini, turning heads. So don't be surprised if people seem to want your attention quite a bit in March, okay? And then here with the Page of Swords, just wanting to learn things, wanting to know the truth of things. And I believe that in this particular case, Gemini, this Page of Swords is all about you being truthful to yourself, wanting to know the truth of how you felt about things. So I think this is all part of your personal growth, of digging in deep into why certain things made you feel a certain way. So you're being truthful to yourself, and you're trying to discover the truth of things. And I believe this is all about you and how you want, the things that you want for yourself, for your future. And then here with the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, it's about, what do you call it? Using your head versus your heart. So even though you're feeling excited and joyful and inspired to make some changes, you're also doing it in a very smart way. And that's where I see the patience coming from. That patient energy. You're not just being reactive. You're not being impulsive, but you're saying, you know what? Let me think this through. Let me make sure this is exactly how I want it to go. I want to make sure things go the certain way, so let me plan it out. And that is exactly what you're doing in the second week, making more plans. Now that you've found the truth of how things are and what you really want for yourself, now you're making some plans. With the Nine of Swords, there's going to be nights where you won't be able to sleep. Perhaps part of this plan is releasing something that doesn't serve you. And maybe it's something that's difficult to release because either it's something you feel you still need, but there are some downsides to having those things. Or maybe it's a person whose feelings you don't want to hurt, or, don't want to, or maybe even afraid of. But I think in this case, it's more of you don't want to hurt them. And so you're up at night trying to figure out how to enact this specific change that you need to do in order to free yourself and totally grow as a person. A lot of kings in this reading. You are really taking on a leadership role, Gemini. This is awesome. So Gemini, I see you with the king as King of Wands, a natural leader, being very innovative and being a visionary. So in other words, strategically envisioning what it is that you want, and then strategically planning it. So you've got your strategic plan and you've got your passionate plan, or passionate way to implement your plan, with a lot of enthusiasm and a desire to truly make these changes successful for yourself. Yeah, wow, Gemini, this is really impressive. Now with the Nine of Cups, we see you celebrating third week of March. Perception is everything, right? And you start off the month with so much positive energy, which affects perception and gave you positive perception. So now we see you just going about all of this stuff in a very positive way. So now with the Nine of Cups, you get to celebrate. Your wishes come true. You see that a lot of things that you've wanted are coming about your way. And it's making you feel very happy and joyful, and you want to share this joy. It's also a card of good health. Excuse me. So you feel that you, because you feel that you're getting the things done that you want to get done, and things are happening the way you envisioned, you feel very joyful, and it's giving you good health. Because our feelings about things can also affect our health. And so here, you're going to feel like really good. And the third week of March. Wishes come true, Gemini. And then the sun. Could you feel any better than this? So you're celebrating in the third week, and now you feel like you're basking in the warmth and joy and vitality of the sun. and just absolute happiness and success. Joyful over the success that you have seen, joyful over achieving many of your goals as you had planned. And this is just an incredible, incredible reading, Gemini. Now, I believe that once you get to this point right here, this card of feeling so sad and having a little bit of anguish, I believe that this card is all about this. This thing that you had to release, you finally release it, and you feel the pain of it. You feel the pain of doing that, whether this is an attitude, whether this is a pattern, a behavioral pattern that you knew wasn't good for you, whether this was a person that you didn't want to hurt their feelings. You finally took a step. And of course, exactly what you were worried about would happen, happened, or maybe it didn't, but for some of you, it will happen the way you envisioned. For some of you, it may not be as bad as you thought, but either way, you still kind of feel bad about it. I'm just going to use an example so that I can give clarity to what I'm trying to say. So let's say this was a person that you had to release because they were just negative, and you were like, I don't need that negative energy, but this person is like my good friend that I've known, for a long time, for many years. And I finally realized that this person, that no matter how positive I try to be, they try to, douse my fire with water, put my fire out, my inspiration out, with their negative words or their negative attitudes. So I need to get rid of them. And you couldn't do it because you were trying to think of how could you do it and still be friends, or could you really just tell them, I don't want to be your friend anymore? I mean, that's a really hard thing to do, right? Especially with long-term relationships that you've had sometimes longer than your partners, with your friends. And so sometimes it's hard to say no, but you do take a step. So I'm just using it as an example and saying that in the third week, toward the end of the third week, you finally take that step and you talk to them, but you try to be really nice about it and say, hey, I've been evaluating things in my life, and I would love to bring you along with me on this journey. If we could help you become more of a positive person, positive thinker, but it probably backfires, and then that's where you get your anguish. It's like, oh man, it just didn't work out the way I was hoping it would work out. And now that person says they don't want to be your friend anymore, which in a way is kind of like what you needed, but then you weren't sure if that's what you wanted. You know what I mean? There's a difference between needs and wants. And so for some of you, that may be the situation if it's a person. And for some of you, if it's a behavioral thing, having to go, like maybe some of you have an addiction and you finally put yourself in a place where you can get help, and it's very difficult. And now you're wondering, wow, do I really want to go through all this? So you go through it, and you go through it patiently. Because you already knew, you already expected some of that stuff to happen. You already expected some of those feelings to come about when you took action, because you thought it through logically, and you already imagined how it might happen. But no matter how much we can anticipate something happening, it's still different from when it actually happens, right? We can't always anticipate how we're going to react emotionally to something. And so the good news is that you, toward the end of the month, you start to, calm yourself and reassess and maybe talk to yourself and say, you know what, everything's going to work out, just got to be patient. So there's this patience card that is here, it's this energy that seems to be moving all throughout these cards, because you've got here and here. So it's an energy that's moving throughout. And then the Magician. Wow, what a beautiful card. Digging deep into your looking at your talents, looking at your knowledge, looking at your experience, and putting it all together to manifest the type of life that you want for yourself, the type of relationships that you would like to have for yourself. So you really dig in deep and look at all of your resources, all the things that are in your toolbox. You look at it and you put it together and say, I know I can do this. I know this is good for me. I know this is what I want. And here you come out, King of Pentacles. At the very end of the month, you're still feeling like a king. Did you have all the kings in here? I think the only king that's missing from here is a King of Cups. Wow. So here with the King of Pentacles, we see you feeling grounded and successful and just calm. And I think that's where this calm feeling here is, and the contentment. This is that contentment energy that we saw in the beginning that influences a lot of your decisions, knowing that everything is working as you see things working out for you. As you notice all of these things working out, you feel grounded and you feel vindicated, like, yeah, that was my plan. Some people may have disagreed, but it all works out. So this is a beautiful reading. Okay, let me get some clarification or additional information for you, Gemini. Let's see what else we have for you. Clarification or additional information. And we have here reverse temperance. Reverse temperance. And so, oh, this was from another reading. I remember seeing it. I thought maybe it was up here. And you're in control. In control. Okay? King of Pentacles. All these kings, all of these, the Emperor, the kings, it's all validated by this card that you're in control. You have found a balance. You've found a balance to feel peaceful, and to feel content with your decisions and to feel sure of the actions that you need to take. So this is beautiful. That is clarification. Let's see what else we have for you, Gemini. Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, wanting to learn more about personal growth and also learning more about securing your future and making things stable for yourself continuously. Something that's consistent, consistent stability. So that is also the driving force for your plans. And let's see. And you succeed at it. Look at this, King of Pentacles. So you're learning and then you achieve and you're successful. So you took the time to study. You used your patience to learn what you needed to learn. Wow, a lot of happening here for you in March, Gemini. Oh my goodness, there's just way too many cards here. This is, if it was like 3 or 4, it would have looked like 7 in there. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. I'm going to pull out 2 more cards from this deck. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is all about new love, new relationships. And I believe that when you started the month, reaching out to your friends, reaching out to people you care about, this new love comes about. So this, you know what? Oh, with this card here, I got new information. Like, you have so many kings in here. And yes, you are the kings. But some of these kings might also be your new relationship. So we're looking here at, with the King of Swords, it could be another Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. With the Emperor, it could be an Aries because that's their card. With the King of Wands, it could be a fire sign. Again, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm kind of really thinking it's more of an Aries, huh? Because there's the Aries, the Emperor card, and then also your Fire King card. And even though this says King of Pentacles, it's red. It's almost like it's really telling me this new love that you, or person that you're going to meet, this new love interest is probably a fire sign. And for many of you, it might actually be an Aries, someone that was born March 22 to April 21. So keep an eye out. That's exciting. Okay, let's see what else we got for you, Gemini. This is a wonderful month for you. I am so excited for you, Gemini. And we have the Devil. And you know what this Devil is? This Devil is this thing that you're struggling with, this thing that you finally address that was so difficult. So this is confirmation, or this is verification that whatever this is, it's a very difficult thing to release. It's a very difficult person to release. Maybe they kind of are a little manipulative, and you just see it as you owe them, but maybe they've convinced you of that, and then you found the truth as you were evaluating yourself, and realized, no, it's not me, it's them. And so I believe that this Devil is all about these two cards right here. I'm going to put it right here. And now the next thing I'm going to do is pull from the Oracle cards so we can get some guidance for you, Gemini. So let's see what kind of guidance we can get for you. Oh, and we already, wow. It's like these 4 cards or just flipped at the same time, so I'm going to have to read them. So, source, path, patience. Wow. This is a 3rd patience card. This is this is emphasizing that you are going to have some beautiful patience, wonderful patience, extraordinary patience during the month of March, which is really one of the main reasons why you're going to be successful in achieving your goals, is because of your patience. Look, these are the 3 patience cards. This, and this right here. This is basically the same card, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. But this is from the Oracle card, Patience. So patience is your strong energy that is really going to help you succeed. I'm going to also pull here Source. So Source is the magician, reaching down into within yourself for inner strength and empowering yourself, because you realize you have so many talents that you can pull from. You have basically, magic, your experience, your knowledge, your memories, past, and your plans, your emotions, all of that you can pull from, to your education. All of that combined makes you a special person, makes you so unique compared to everyone else. And that is inside of you. And you can pull from that anytime you want. So I see this Oracle card as saying, don't forget you have your own personal magic. That makes you unique, that makes you strong, that makes you able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So I'll put that right next to that card. Deluge. Deluge is about, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let all of those emotions flow and just get it over with, and just let it go. And that, my dear Gemini, has to do with this Devil. You're just going to have to let all of this sadness and everything flow out so you can banish this Devil and feel free. So I'm going to put these over here. And then Path, that is exactly what this card is saying. You are on the right path. Because look, you're following the path and you've got sunshine and it's beautiful and you've got the mountains and it's just a pretty day. So this is telling us that, Gemini, don't give up at all during this whole thing. You're going to have one weak point. Well, actually 2 weak points. One not, thinking about, oh my God, this is hard thing that you have to do. And 2, having the courage to actually do it, and then dealing with the results of that action. But you get through it. You get through it. So hang in there, because you're on the right path for doing something beautiful for yourself. Okay? Now, I am going to pull an angel card for you. This is going to be the last guidance card that I pull for you. And it also has a corresponding gemstone energy, which sometimes, some people like to have the gemstone there so that it either reminds them of the energy they need, and it also helps them have that energy. So it's like magic stones. So Archangel Shemuel. Watermelon tourmaline. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It says, are you looking for romance? Do you need more attention and affection? It looks like yes here, right? You will. This is like the unexpected, wonderful result of this reading here. It says, it's time to nurture yourself and treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. Release that devil. This is a good time to rev up your self-acceptance and increase your willingness to allow more love in your life. So this is your angel reading. I think it's just beautiful. And I am truly excited for you, Gemini. I hope that you found this reading helpful, interesting, empowering. And if you did, please be sure to like and subscribe before you go. And I really hope that you come back for your April reading as well. Until next time, best wishes to you always, Gemini. Take care now. Bye.